Welcome everybody. Today we're going to be looking at proper warm-up. Having taught performance most of my career, I'm honestly shocked at how many of us, myself included, will actually jump on a stage without having gotten a proper warm-up. It makes all the difference between a great show or just, something we're trying to survive. The life of a performer is so chaotic and we're so crazy. When it's a show day, a studio day, or even just going into rehearsal with musicians, a solid warm-up will make the difference between, an okay experience and one that really feels both engaging to your audience and also deeply satisfying for us. So why wouldn't we gift ourselves with a real warm-up? A lot of questions get asked by my clients and singers and other artists, and the key, I think, 3 questions that I'd like to answer today are: number 1, how long should a proper warm-up last? Number 2, what are the keys and important elements to a really good warm-up? And number 3, how long before a performance should I warm up? So let's start with number 1, how long should I warm up? How long should I warm up is an interesting question. I think the answer is until you feel fully energized, but also completely relaxed. I was having a conversation with Sally of Mono Whales the other day, who was a guest on our Friday Live at 5, and we were talking about how the warm-up that we designed for her allowed her to feel really ready for a pumped show, but also completely, almost in a peaceful, meditative space at the same time. That's what I believe in. I believe that singing on stage is like being an athlete. We have to be totally ready to go, but be unstressed and easy the whole time. That's quite a trick, and that's why the warm-up is so damn important. Time is always tight on a show day, so I'm gonna say give yourself an hour. I think that's probably enough time to answer the phone from the guitar player and check in with your tour manager or your mom and make sure that you're completely, got your clothes together. Oops, I forgot about the set list. All the things that can happen on a show day. Give yourself an hour for that warm-up. You won't be sorry if you had a little bit of extra time to maybe be in a bubble bath as part of your warm-up. Okay, let's talk about the 4 most important elements of a good warm-up. Number 1, breathing is everything. Now, I know I do a lot of talking about breath with my clients. Breath is life. Taking the time to set your breathing, it kind of plants the idea that you're going to be calm. And if you get freaked out during the show, you can tap back into that breath, right? I mean, we're all just doing the best we can do under difficult circumstances when we're on stage. And the breath is probably the place where you can rescue yourself the quickest, especially if stage fright starts to take over and you're feeling nervous. A really big breath, it's a great rescue for a song gone wrong, if you follow my thinking. And your brain has a chance to function. Your pitch will suddenly start to correct itself. You'll be able to hold those notes. Your breathing will allow you to sort of turn a bad situation around quickly. And that confidence that you've been problem solving in the moment and feeling how you've actually gotten over the issue and are starting to relax. That's the best medicine for stage fright and for the nerves that hit us when we're on stage. Number 2, let's talk about getting physical, right? In a warm-up, most of us singers just go scales, and we forget that our entire body is on the line when we're performing. I would say because adrenaline's gonna pump through your system, you know what? Freeze, fight, or flight. We see the dinosaur. We either can't move, we run away, or we get ready to battle, right? That's us on stage. But a physical warm-up, and one that works for your body and is designed for the job you have to do on stage, i.e., if it's a high cardio show, you have to have your cardio in place for a long time before you hit that stage, and your warm-up's gonna want to include some cardio. If you're just sitting down and singing at a piano, it's a little bit different. It's not, you just want to make sure that you're free of tension and really released of any kind of anything that's going to stop your voice and your body from feeling liberated and open during your performance. I'm going to say number 3, vocalizing, probably a good idea. The problem is most of us singers get really hung up on scales or how's my voice? And we go into a tension kind of checking in to see if we have everything that we want to have perfect before we go on stage. Worst kind of vocal warm-up ever. What you're looking to do is stop worrying about perfection in your voice and just work with a warm-up where whatever you do is designed for you to be tension-free, right? You want your vocal warm-up to be as free of perfectionism as possible. Listen, if you want to work with a voice coach in order to sort of develop the right vocal warm-up for you, I highly recommend that. Sign up for my newsletter. Love to send you the free PDF, 5 tips for finding the voice coach that's right for you. All the questions you should be asking before you sign on the dotted line or e-transfer your money. Number 4 in the 4 essentials of a great warm-up is meditation. I know that seems counterproductive, especially on a show day, but peace and mental preparedness are the keys to a great performance every time. So if your pre-show ritual has a balance of your voice, your body, and your spirit, you're going to find that you take that stage in a much calmer way on all levels, right? And I think a meditative, peaceful state is really, really key. So last but not least, I would like to answer the question of how long before a performance should I be warming up? Great question, right? Within an hour of hitting stage would be like optimum, but I think we all know if you've done your sound check and you're eating your meal, where is there time for you to actually grab that hour? Usually you won't have that kind of time. My guess is you're probably going to want to warm up at home, or if you're on the road at the hotel or wherever your accommodation is. That way, you got your warm up squared away. You go off to the venue. At the venue, I would recommend just before you take stage, make sure you get a little brush up, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I use the bathroom if the dressing rooms are too busy. And that way, you can just really reconnect to the breath, to your voice, to your body, and to your spirit, and to the job you're about to do. We're so blessed, and boy don't we know it after the last couple of years, to be able to take that stage, communicate with an audience, all that music you've got in your soul and your spirit. So your warm-up just wants to get the pipe ready so that you can liberate all of that. So my last tip, don't expect yourself to suddenly have a fantastic warm-up the day of a show. I highly recommend, and this is what I work on with my clients, I want you to have many, many weeks, months even, of working that warm-up. So it's a daily ritual that you, for a period of time, until it becomes second nature, right? That way, on a show day, you don't have to think twice about it. And that's the thing that Sally at the in Monowhales and I have been talking about, getting a ritual. When you're on concert tour, like it's hard to get sleep, you're traveling, even getting good food could be a problem. So you don't want to be thinking about, oh, I better get my ritual together for stage. No, you want that to be second nature. So something you can just slip into no matter what the distractions are. So those are my tips for you, my friends, my singers, my artists, my fellow musicians. I wish you wonderful shows as we come back. I wish you all kinds of success in your career. And please do check back with me here at singersplayground.com. I look forward to meeting you online, in person. Now we've got the Masterclass Mondays in Toronto. If you're in the GTA, come join us and let me help you get ready to get back on stage. Wishing you all good things. Thanks for joining me. Ciao.